What's up, folks? Hunky Chunky Funky Monkey here, and these little SJW fuckwits are at it again. And we've got here from Bounding Into Comics, C-3PO actor Anthony Daniels describes his role in Star Wars sequels as a table decoration. C-3PO actor Anthony Daniels described his character's role in the Disney Star Wars sequels felt like a table decoration. Now, I've got a link here to a video from our friends at Clownfish TV. I'm not going to play it. Daniels spoke with Express about his new book, I Am C-3PO, where he revealed his feelings on the past two Star Wars films, as well as the fan reaction to Rian Johnson's The Last Jedi. He detailed that he understands why fans are unhappy with The Last Jedi. Well, that's nice that somebody understands, rather than just calling us all the names under the fucking sun. He says, well, yes, I do understand why the fans are unhappy. It speaks to a devotion that they care so much that they mind if someone messes with it. I understand people being critical of the films. Great. That's all we ask, is somebody to understand that we have criticisms about what they've done, how things don't make sense. Brilliant. Daniels would go on to comment about the difficulty Mark Hamill has had with the Disney sequel trilogies. In fact, he emphasises with Hamill because it's happened to him as well. Says, I know it's been particularly difficult for him, Hamill, lately because the new movies haven't given him much to do. I can certainly recognise that and can relate to it. Exactly, they've relegated the old characters and pushed these new characters without giving them any real interaction. Giving them any real, I don't know, any relation with each other. That's when Daniels noted that his role as C-3PO felt like a table decoration. And that is difficult because I recognise this character is worth so much more. Yes, he is. He's not just some background thing. He's the character that's been in every Star Wars movie. Not counting the Ewok stuff. In the saga movies. He's been disappointed with the treatment of C-3PO. This is just my personal disappointment. I get paid whether or not he does anything, but it would be nice for him to have a purpose. Yes, it would. Now, this is the actor talking about his character, the one that he's portrayed for 40 years. He knows the character, he knows the character's role, he knows that the character has more to him than just comedy relief. So he speaks his mind. Great. Now you're asking, where does the SJW bit come in? Well, it comes in here. Our friend Data Racer on Twitter managed to gather some tweets relating to the article. And what are these tweets saying? Excuse my 2 cents, but if old actors can't play ball about not being the main character, they should leave the ball and go home. He didn't say he wanted to be the main character. He said he wanted his character to actually have something to do. We have here, I can't wait for Ben to kill that golden boomer. What? What? You want a character killed off just because you don't like what the actor said? Really? C-3PO was always a side character and the most forgettable in the OG trilogy. Side character. He was the one communicating with computers and R2 to find out that the Falcon had been bugged or tampered with, to shut down the trash compactors to save Luke, Han, Leia and Chewie. That's a side character? I mean, he was built by Anakin Skywalker as a companion for his mother, to help his mother out. That's not exactly forgettable. I can't wait for C-3PO to get cooked. I hope 3PO dies. Can't wait for him to get cooked. I definitely want him to die now and stay dead. Out of spite. Out of spite. They actually say they want that out of spite because they don't like what Anthony Daniels said about his character. This just reveals exactly who they are, what they are. They don't care about Star Wars. They care about their own agenda, and anybody who goes against that must immediately be killed off. So, when was C-3PO more than a talking prop? Like I said, when he shut down the trash compactors, when he communicated with the Falcon to find out it had been tampered with, when he was a god to the Ewoks. Is there anybody who actually liked C-3PO in the original movies? He was only there because George Lucas didn't have the balls or the ambition to just have R2-D2 on his own being like beep, bleep, boop for the first 30 minutes of A New Hope. You have R2 who you cannot understand, and he's going to be more important. Yes, he was entrusted with the Death Star plans. He had more memories of what had happened to them during the prequel era. But if you can't understand a character, he's pointless. 3PO was there to act as a translator. He acted as a translator with the Jawas as well. He acted as a translator for the Ewoks. Whether you like Ewoks or not. They played a pivotal role in the Battle of Endor. Every time Anthony Daniels talks, I care less and less. Well, we know you don't care about Star Wars and the original trilogy anyway. It's time to stop feeling bad for bullying Anthony Daniels for his cryptic tweets. They're admitting to bullying him over the cryptic tweets leading up to the trailer reveals. And now they're going to stop feeling bad about bullying him because he said something they don't like. I just think it's funny how old men cannot fathom being the centre of attention. We get a new female Jedi and 2 people of colour leads, and all these people can do is whine. He didn't whine about female Jedi or people of colour. He said he wished his character had had more to do. How is that whining about anything other than my character didn't really feel like it had any point? Revealing themselves more and more, twisting and distorting what somebody says to fit their own narrative. I'm an equal opportunity white man bully. Again, admitting to being a bully. Old white man. What's that got to do with anything? What has that got to do with anything he said? We just can't go 1 week in peace without men giving their terrible opinions on Star Wars, huh? What, men are not allowed to have opinions? Again, revealing that you only care about agenda, not the franchise. Let's go back to ignoring the OT cast and shitty men, y'all. Please bring peace back to my timeline. I can't. Let's go back to ignoring the OT cast. Again, you do not care about Star Wars. You only care about the agenda-driven shit that Disney's putting out. Oh, so just an old grumpy man being an old grumpy man. Nothing new then. Well, fuck you, man. An old grumpy man. An old man who has played a character for 40 plus years and has been treated shoddily in these latest films. And he's not allowed to express his opinion on it. Fuck you and the horse you rode in on. The space horse you rode in on. I really, really hate these people. They say things like, we want this character to die. This person should stop whining. This person's not allowed an opinion. And they call us the toxic ones. We're the toxic ones because we call out bullshit plot holes. And they do this shit. They say this shit. They admit to their own prejudices and bullying and being assholes. But we're the toxic ones. The fandom menace who rally around any just cause. We've raised money for Anas Abdeen. We've raised money for several charities. We rallied around one of our own when she was going through a difficult time. And the fandom menace has supported me. Who am I? No one's special. But it means a lot to me that the fandom menace just accepted me for who I am. But I get called toxic. My friends get called toxic because we say, we don't like this movie. And these people pull this shit. They say time and time again they're allowed to bully people because they have a different opinion. They have the wrong opinion. They're old white men. They don't count. But we're the toxic ones. Really.